Hello again, folks. Welcome back to the channel. And for those of you who've recently subscribed, thank you so much for supporting what I do. And if you haven't yet, why not? What on earth are you waiting for? Anyway, in this video, I'm about to dive headfirst yet again into the biggest, most explosive issue tearing through Western politics like a runaway bulldozer: immigration. That's right, the one topic so seismic, so all-consuming, it's starting to make every other political divide look like a playground squabble. Forget left versus right, liberal versus conservative, or even, now brace yourselves, loyalist versus nationalist in Ulster or Northern Ireland. Yes, you heard me. The old tribal hatreds, the one that fuels centuries of blood and bile, are being shoved aside by a shared boiling rage that's got working class communities ready to burn a house down, quite literally. And if that doesn't make the suits in Westminster and Stormont choke on their morning lattes, nothing will. So let's zoom into Ulster or Northern Ireland, shall we? And for decades, this place has been carved up by the loyalist-nationalist divide. Union flag versus the Irish tricolour, Protestant versus Catholic, ourselves alone versus Brits out. It's been the fault line of every pub brawl, every election, every riot, etc. But something astonishing is happening. In places like Ballymena, working class folks on both sides, people who'd normally cross the street to avoid each other, are starting to sing from the same hymn sheet. And it's not God Save the King or the Soldier song. No, it's a chorus of "We've had enough." Why? Because immigration. And the way it's been catastrophically mishandled is hitting them where it hurts: their homes, their jobs, and their communities. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying the old hatreds have vanished. You don't erase centuries of bad blood with a group hug and a cup of tea. But when you've got loyalists and nationalists side by side fuming at Stormont and Westminster, that's not just a news headline. I think that's a bloody earthquake. These are people who've spent their lives at each other's throats, and now they're united, not by love, mind you, but by a shared sense of betrayal. They feel ignored, sidelined, and dumped on by politicians who treat their towns like social experiments for asylum dispersal policies that nobody asked for. And they're not wrong. Look at Ballymena, for example. The streets are a literal war zone now. Bricks flying, cars burning, police dodging petrol bombs like it's a dodgeball convention with higher stakes. Posts on X and elsewhere are screaming about communities blighted by migrants bussed in, housed in private rentals and soaking up social services while locals struggle to pay rent. Is it any wonder people are livid? When you cram hundreds of newcomers into a working class town, stretch the NHS to breaking point, and jack up housing costs, you're not building bridges, you're building barricades. And when both sides of the divided community start manning those barricades together, you know something's gone seriously wrong. Now, this isn't just an Ulster, Northern Ireland problem, folks. This is the West in 2025. Immigration is no longer a side issue, a box to take on some politicians' diversity checklist. It's the issue, bigger than taxes, bigger than healthcare, bigger than who's got the best beard in Parliament. It's reshaping politics because it's reshaping lives. In France, Germany, the Netherlands, you name it, working class people are turning against their elites, not because they're all bigots, but because they're tired of being told to shut up and smile while their neighbourhoods change overnight. And in Northern Ireland, where division is practically a national sport, immigration is doing the impossible. It's making old enemies see they've got a common foe in the political class. The British establishment should be quaking in their overpriced loafers, to be honest with you, because this shift is a serious, dire warning. When loyalists and nationalists start agreeing that Stormont and Westminster are the problem, you're not just dealing with a local riot, you're staring down the barrel of a political revolution. People aren't just angry about immigration, they're angry about being lied to, ignored, and treated like collateral damage in a game of globalist roulette. And if the powers that be don't start listening, really listening, not just nodding along at focus groups, then Ballymena's burning streets are just a preview of what's coming to a town near you. So here's my message to the politicians. Wake up. You can't keep pretending this is just racist thuggery or a few bad apples, when entire communities from opposite sides of the fence are ready to tear it all down. You've lost the plot. Stop hiding behind buzzwords and start dealing with the mess you've made. And to the people of Ulster, Northern Ireland, I get it, you're furious, but burning your town down isn't the answer. Use your voice, not your matches, because if this keeps up, the only winners will be the ones selling riot gear. And there we go. What do you reckon? Please let me know in the comments as usual. I'm Paz49, thanks for watching, and until the next time, stay safe, stay sane, question everything, and Roger Trout.